Hello and welcome to Krishi Jagran business platform that keeps you updated with all the agri news of the nation. This is Yash Saxena. Let's take a quick look at the top headlines of the day. PM Modi says first budget of Amrit Kaal will build a strong foundation of developed India. Government to launch PM-Pranam scheme to promote alternative fertilizers. Indian agriculture sector witnesses robust growth, increases by 4.6% in last 6 years. Defense budget increases by 13%, gets 5.94 lakh crore rupees. STIHL India conducts annual dealer conference 2023, launches new products for customers. ICL celebrates 100 years of successful journey in innovation and sustainable agriculture. FSSAI to create guidelines for schools, hospitals and canteens to include millets as nutritional menu, says Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya. Dr. S. Walia appointed as director of PAU's School of Organic Farming. Oil companies to get 30,000 crore rupees for holding petrol diesel prices. APEDA hosts training program to promote millet production in Jharkhand. US launches initiative to support African farmers amid food security challenges. Meteorological department predicts clear sky in national capital, cold wave in Rajasthan and Himachal to receive rainfall. Now the news in detail. Soon after the Union Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman presented the budget in Parliament, Prime Minister Narendra Modi stated that the provisions prioritize the underprivileged, including artisans, whom he referred to as nation's creators. Modi said that the first Union budget of Amrit Kaal, or the 25 years leading up to 2047, when independent India turns 100, will lay a strong foundation for a developed India and fulfill the dreams of an aspirational society that includes the poor, middle class and farmers. Modi added that the budget announced assistance for craftsmen to improve the quality, scale and reach of their products while integrating them into the MSME value chain. He said the scheme will also provide access to advanced skill training, knowledge of modern digital techniques, efficient green technologies and social security. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman in her budget address on Wednesday said that the government would introduce a new program called PM-Pranam to incentivize states and union territories to promote alternative fertilizers and a balanced use of chemical fertilizers. According to Sitharaman, the PM program for restoration, awareness, nourishment and amelioration of Mother Earth would be introduced to encourage states and union territories to promote alternative fertilizers and moderate use of chemical fertilizers. PM-Pranam aims to reduce the use of chemical fertilizers in agriculture and shift to biofertilizers. Over the last 6 years, India's agriculture sector has experienced rapid growth, with an average annual growth rate of 4.6%. According to the economic survey, this has allowed agriculture and allied activities to contribute significantly to the country's overall growth, development and food security. According to the report, the country has recently emerged as a net exporter of agricultural products, with exports reaching a record of more than $50 billion in 2021 to 2022. The survey attributes the sector's growth and buoyancy to government measures to boost crop and livestock productivity, ensure farmers certainty of returns through price support and targeted interventions to improve credit availability. It said that these interventions are consistent with the committee's recommendations for doubling farmers' income. The survey also claimed that 11.3 crore farmers received income support from the government during PM Kisan's April to July 2022 to 23 cycle. On Wednesday, India proposed 5.94 trillion rupees in defense spending for the fiscal year 2023-24, a 13% increase over initial estimates for the previous period, with the goal of adding more fighter jets and roads along its tense border with China. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman set aside 1.6 trillion rupees for defense capital expenditures, which would include new weapons, aircraft, warships and other military hardware, as she unveiled nearly $550 billion in total federal spending in the fiscal year 2023-24. Which begins in April. In recent years, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has increased military spending while emphasizing his government's commitment to increasing domestic production to supply forces stationed along two contentious borders. Sitharaman stated that in 2023-24, 2.77 trillion would be spent on military salaries and benefits, 1.38 trillion on pensions for retired soldiers and additional amounts for miscellaneous items. STIHL India recently conducted its annual dealer conference on January 22nd and 23rd of 2023. The event was graced by the presence of Bollywood star and company's brand ambassador Sonu Sood. More than 200 dealers from all parts of India took part in the conference. During the event, Parnith Prabhu Desai, Managing Director of STIHL India, addressed the participants and said, We always strive for improving the end user comfort and productivity. New products are designed and developed with careful planning and aligned to our mission of driving the dialogue of farm mechanization throughout the country. Like our tagline says, "Still Upkaran Lai Parivartan." The focus is on bringing transformation and we are progressing one step at a time. Also, company launched its new revolutionary products, FS3001 brush cutter, FS230 and FR230 brush cutters with cruise control and WP300, 600 and 900 water pumps. The two-day event took place in Delhi NCR. The ICL Growing Solutions Group celebrated its 100 years of successful journey in innovation and agriculture sustainability on Thursday. The ICL team marked the occasion in a unique way, hosting 100 field days and farmer meetings across India. The field days and farmers meet were held with the object of providing solutions, products, demonstrations and knowledge sharing. ICL Group Limited was founded during the British Mandate a century ago by Moshe Novomirsky, a pioneering Zionist businessman who recognized a chance to mine potash in the Dead Sea's desolate and sun-baked wilderness. FSSAI will soon formulate guidelines for schools, hospitals, government canteens, etc. to incorporate millets as nutritional options in the food menu. This was stated by Dr. Mansukh Mandaviya, Union Minister of Health and Family Welfare, in the presence of Minister of State Dr. Bharti Praveen Pawar as he unveiled FSSAI's New Year calendar commemorating the International Year of Millets 2023. He acknowledged that nearly all offices have some kind of canteen which serves as another way to introduce people to the concept of healthy eating. He added that the designation of 2023 as the International Year of Millets, also known as Wonder Food, due to its numerous health benefits, was the result of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's vision, and that this year presents a unique opportunity for FSSAI to play a critical role in raising awareness about millets and contributing to their integration into our daily lives. Dr. S.S. Walia has been named Director of the School of Organic Farming at Punjab Agricultural University. Walia earned his MSc and PhD in agronomy from the university. From the university, he joined PAU as an assistant professor in 1995 and was promoted to principal agronomist in 2010. As a PhD student at PAU, he worked on organic and integrated farming systems in the All India Coordinated Research Project on Integrated Farming Systems and the All India Network Project on Organic Farming. Walia has also managed 27 research projects and is currently managing 5. During 2004-5 and 2017-18, a chapter on organic and integrated farming systems was included in the package of practices. In order to help the government contain inflation, the union budget for 2023-24 will provide 30,000 crore rupees to state-owned fuel retailers to compensate for the massive losses they incurred as a result of maintaining petrol and diesel prices despite rising costs. Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has allocated the money under the head capital support to oil marketing companies. It provided no explanation for why the blue chip, cash rich and oil PSUs would require capital assistance. Despite input crude oil prices rising from $102.97 per barrel that month to $116.01 per barrel in June and falling to $80.92 per barrel this month, Indian Oil Corporation, Bharat Petroleum Corporation Limited and Hindustan Petroleum Corporation Limited have not changed the petrol and diesel prices since April 6, 2022. A one-day workshop and training program was organized on Monday in Jharkhand's Gulma district, a millet hub by the Agriculture and Processed Food Products Export Development Authority. The motive of the event was to motivate farmers to actively participate in the agriculture export industry of millets from the state. During the program, around 50 proactive farmers from neighboring districts and licensed merchants from all across the state exchanged opinions. Other attendees at the meeting included representatives from the Agriculture Department and Krishi Vigyan Kendra, District Agriculture Officer A.K. Sinha, NABARD DDM Ravi Shankar also participated in the training sessions. The United States Department, in collaboration with African Union, the United Nations and others, has launched an initiative to assist African farmers and government in preparing for and adapting to food security challenges caused by climate change. The new program was launched on Wednesday at the Center for Strategic and International Studies in Washington by Dr. Carrie Fowler, the United States Special Envoy for Global Food Security. Fowler, who recently visited Zambia and Malawi, warned that crops must be developed quickly to withstand the effects of climate change and the agricultural productivity demands of Africa's growing population. This initiative is being launched in collaboration with the African Union and the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations. Ambassador Cindy McCain, the United States permanent representative to the United Nations agencies in Rome, attended the event. She claims that overlapping crises such as armed conflict, COVID-19 and climate change are putting a strain on global food system. And this affects everyone, especially the most vulnerable people around the world. The weather department predicts mostly clear skies on Thursday with maximum and minimum temperature expected to be around 22 and 9 degrees Celsius respectively. The 24 hours air quality index in Delhi was 164, placing it in the moderate category. On Thursday, the air quality is expected to improve but remain in the moderate category. Also, many parts of Rajasthan suffered cold waves, while Himachal is expected to receive rainfall in coming days. So this was all about the news. For more updates on Agri News, stay tuned with Krishi Jagran Business. This is Yash Saxena signing off.